All right, so your eyes are not deceiving you. Yes, I am sawing my brand new engine in half. No, just kidding. But so we got the motor plate in. Okay, this is a really nice piece from Virtual Works Racing. And basically what we got to do in order to get it to fit is you can see that bolts to that hole there, and then over here bolts to those two holes. And as you can see, what's in the way, we have to cut right there. So not a big deal. Obviously, I should have done this before I put the oil pump on. But like I said before, I wasn't really sure I was gonna use a motor plate, you know, because we still have the motor mounts over here that I was gonna use, but I just made the decision to, it's gonna be better because, you know, we already have the mid plate attached to the frame rail there, and we might as well finish it off and mount the front of the engine too. I'll come off of these bars here with some kind of a bracket. Not 100% sure how I'm gonna do it. Probably what I'll do is go ahead and install everything with the motor mounts, so the engine's in the spot where I want, and I have the right pinion angle and all that. I've already got it all set up. So at that point, then I would just bolt the plate on and come off those bars with some brackets. So, and it also came with, where's that? Oh yeah, it came with this piece here. This bolts to the water outlet. So I'll have to get an O-ring for this, but it bolts basically right here and then kind of comes through the middle of the timing belt. So yeah, and I did have one of the fittings I'm gonna need, so I'll have to get a couple more of these. And I also found this is actually for a Mustang, you know, so you can run an electric water pump on a Mustang. But I'm gonna try to adapt this to the side of the head somehow. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to probably mill it down or something. See if I can adapt that to the side of the head over here. I believe there's an outlet on the head here. I'm not 100% sure of that. Like I don't have the head with me right now. So, but we'll come up with something. You know, if need be, I can machine something else and just get a bung. And so we'll have the inlet, the outlet, and I'll weld some fittings onto the radiator, and yeah, we should be good to go. Then get a just a basic inline pump to cool it off. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and continue cutting on this thing, and we'll get the motor plate mounted, get the and fitting mounted. I just kind of wanted to show you guys what you have to do, because I haven't seen any videos on anyone installing this motor plate. I've seen a bunch of people who have it, but never really installed, and what you have to cut off. You pretty much have to cut off right above this hole here. Okay, so it's right above that hole, and then at kind of an angle here. And that'll give you the clearance you need for this. So you can see the plate's at an angle too. So I'm gonna cut it right at an angle, right below the plate. So I'm not gonna cut off any more than I need, just enough. So I'm gonna take my time, because when I get close to the block, I don't wanna even touch the block. I'd rather just get it as close as I can, and then maybe I'll just kind of wiggle it off and break the aluminum so I don't touch the block at all. And yeah, so kind of plug up these holes. This aluminum's just dropping straight down, so shouldn't be any issues there with getting any aluminum in the engine. So, all right, let me get that done and we'll be back. All right, so we got it cut off, and you can see how I pretty much just went, let's see, I left about, I don't know, maybe 1 millimeter of aluminum, and then I just cracked it off. So that way, you know, I knew I wasn't gonna hit the block. So pretty much that's what you gotta do. Got it really close and then just wiggled it and cracked it right off. So didn't come anywhere near the block. Okay, so now let's see if we have enough room here. Try to do this with one hand. So yeah, we have plenty of clearance there. I'd say about 1/4 inch, maybe a little more than a 1/4 inch clearance. So yeah, we should be good to go. And all the bolts line up really good. The machining is really nice on this piece, so I definitely recommend it. And the price is not that bad either for what you get, so. Okay, so everything is mounted and everything looks really good. Found some hardware in my little box of hardware over there. And yeah, I think we're good to go. Most likely I'll take these bolts back out and like Loctite them so they don't come loose. So the only other thing that we need to kind of figure out is going to be the alternator. So originally the alternator, I had a little bracket I was using somewhere here. I don't remember where it's at, but I had a little bracket that kind of was at an angle and bolted to here. So that's not really an option anymore because this kind of runs into the plate. So I came up with maybe a possible solution here of using this rod here, this adjustable rod with the Heim joints on it to maybe bolt it here or maybe make another hole in the plate here to get my alternator to tension. So at this point here, the alternator is the farthest away from the balancer. And when I swing it up, it's the closest. So pretty much we need to get a belt short enough so that when we bring it down to this position, it tightens up. So that's pretty much it. And like I said, I think I can just use this. Although that doesn't look that great. It looks kind of janky. I really wish I could get the alternator up into this area. I think that would look better, but like I said, then I wouldn't have any adjustability. And obviously I don't have the water pump anymore to hook the belt to give me some more adjustability on it. But so in this area is where it's going to need to be. But we'll work around it. It's not really a big deal. It's going to be below everything. You won't really see it, but yeah, it looks really good. Everything looks real nice. Definitely recommend this plate. I know there's another company that makes a plate too, but yeah, I'm not really sure about that one, but this is definitely good quality. So yeah, let's go ahead and put the belt on just to see how that is going to clear. So as you can see, it's kind of like that. And that tube comes right through the middle. And then your pulley's up there. I have seen some people putting an extra tensioner on the motor plate, which I was thinking of possibly doing. Mount another tensioner here. I don't know if I'll need it. I mean, I never had a problem before, but it probably wouldn't be a bad idea because I do have another pulley here, although this one's kind of beat up. Might be able to clean it up a little bit, but we could definitely unbolt it from here, and then I could just make something that will bolt right in this area with a standoff, and then, you know, something with a fulcrum on it that I could adjust just to put a little tension on the belt this way. Not that like I said, I don't know if it needs it. I'm gonna do some more research on that. I've seen some of the high horsepower guys doing it, and the guys that rev to, you know, 9,000-10,000 RPMs, which we're not gonna do. So most likely I won't need it, but it's an option. It's there, I can do it if need be. Pretty simple to just drill a hole in the plate right there. And then, like I said, over here, we're gonna need to drill a hole probably in this area for the tensioner. I don't really want to use the same hole that I'm mounting it to the chassis to mount the tensioning rod. That's really not what you should do. Those should have their own bolts. So yeah, I guess the next step is I'm going to, probably not in this video, but maybe in the next video, we'll go ahead and get the transmission mounted, the converter and all that. and get it on the engine hoist and go ahead and mount the motor. There's really no reason not to. This way I can get working on the fabrication for these brackets, and yeah, and then when the head gets here, we'll put the head on and everything will be in the spot where I need it to start fabricating the manifold. And yeah, so that's gonna do it for this video. I just wanted to show you guys installing this motor plate. Like I said before, I haven't seen anybody post a video on that, so hopefully this helps someone just to kind of know where everything goes and what you need to cut off and all that. And yeah, so anyway, hope you all learned something. That's gonna do it. Check you all later.